Well, howdy YouTube. Today is quite a grim day. The day is almost over, honestly. It's 5 o'clock now. We've been lazy all day, but I need to get out and do something before I rip my own hair out. So, if you guys haven't seen on my TikTok the devastating news, I don't think I've updated you here yet, but the Skyline is done for at least a year. It's not going to be driven until next year, unfortunately. Got the borescope in the mail. Dan checked all the cylinders, and it looked like piston 6 was not happy at all. So basically, when we were under load that entire time, the piston was basically self-detonating. So it was on the brick of just tearing itself apart. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna drive it anymore. I'm not gonna make it worse. I don't need to spend $2,000 on a new block. That would be crazy. Yeah, so we're trying not to do that and spend more money than I have to. We were gonna do an engine rebuild anyways, but I wasn't ready to do it just yet, just because we're painting the car this spring/summer. So I wasn't ready to spend all this money on new engine stuff, which for this car specifically, for what we want to do and what power we want to make, it's gonna cost me about $10,000. That's a lot from a standalone point, but we'll be buying parts over time. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get like new internals, new everything. So it's gonna be a process, but it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a learning experience. Basically, it's gonna be what my boyfriend has been doing to his WRX. Let there be light. My boyfriend is currently building his 2014 Subaru hatchback WRX, and I'll show you what the engine looks like. So basically, for the past year, he has been working on this car, and it is all literally right here. Now, the only thing that he needs to do that is done by someone else besides us is to get the heads resurfaced, and then that's it. He just got his cams in the mail today. His new valve guides are in, like everything is here. So all he has to do is pretty much assemble the car, and it should be running early this summer. So that'll be fun. And she's just sitting in here collecting dust. So can't wait for this thing to be back. It's going to be awesome. And now the Skyline's going to take its place by sitting in the garage for the next year and a half or so. So here is her current state. On TikTok, I already took the wing off and the headlights out and most of the front of the car off. We got to get this thing ready for paint. I want to take the engine out so we can also repaint in the engine bay as well. We're going to continue taking stuff off. This is what this video is mostly going to be about. We're going to try and take off as much as we can. Maybe the hood will come off today. You know, the hood is actually going to be my practice piece to paint, because this hood isn't going back on the car. We have a carbon fiber hood that's going to go on there, a GTR styled one with the vents in the middle. This hood isn't going back on the car, neither are the fenders, so those are going to be my practice pieces. It looks like we're starting with the fender. Now, I didn't know if Dan brought home any wrenches from work. So now we have this bottom bolt down here that we got to get, and he's getting the keys so we can turn the wheel to take the screw out for the body kit side skirt. There we go. It's coming out. There we go. I did manage to get one of the screws, and there's one left. I don't know if there's anything underneath holding this in, but we're about to find out. Woo! Oh, there is, you little hooker. The back is still screwed in. One done. Not bad at all. Very clean. So now that we have the fender off, don't forget I do have GTR style fenders in this box right here. So since, I don't think I have said this on camera yet, but since we're going to sand them down and paint partially of them, we're going to take it off and try and see how it's going to line up on here, just in case anything goes wrong. It should fit, I'm hoping. And it should fit even better now that we have a GTR styled hood too, so that should fit. So all the carbon fiber panels that we have are going to be sanded and partially painted, so stick around to see what we're even talking about with that. That's going to be a surprise. I'm not going to tell TikTok yet that, so you're the only people that know. So let's do a test fit of the fenders and see what it's going to look like. I think they're actually a little bit wider than the original ones. Oh my god! Holy shit! That's crazy wide. That's so good. It ends shortly right here.
Yeah, see how it doesn't go out to this mounting point?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of got a gap the whole way.
This line is pretty good right here. Tested! Here she is. We will try to attempt to take the hood off next. Hood that we're going to be practicing on. So now when we take the engine out, we have full access. Wow, it looks so naked.
It's like you pulled the hood off.
I know! It's like we almost pulled the hood off. So now we have, you know, just the side skirts dangling just by one, but we have to take the back wheels off in order to take the side skirts off, or we can honestly just rip it off and hope for the best. We have our fenders off, hood off, the entire front part off, including some brackets, the bumper and all that jazz, and the headlights, and we also just finished getting this fender off as well. So now she's completely faceless and naked. So we have, of course, more pieces to go. We have the side skirts, the mirrors have to come off, and the back bumper body kit as well as my taillights have to come off, and the taillights have to come out from their little housing. And this brake light, and we'll probably take the trunk door off too. So still a lot more breakdown to do on the car, but this is what it's looking like so far. And I want to also point something else out. This is not the original engine that was put in my car. From what has been described to me, there's like a different drain bolt setup from an R33 RB25 and an R34 RB25, and this is not the original engine that came in this car. Now this is from an R33. I guess this engine has been swapped. I know a couple people mentioned it to me, but I didn't really know how to make sure that was the case, but this is what we're looking like. I'm going to get a lot of upgrades, so take a good look at it because it will not look the same. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. Stay tuned for other teardown pieces. I'll be going over some of the rear end stuff and the body kit stuff in another video, but I think that's going to do it for today. It's getting dark out and I need a drink. We'll do a little bit more next weekend. I will see you guys next time. Peace.